Hello and welcome to our channel. We are the Mac Mechanics. This is a classic car which we're hoping to restore.
It's been in the garage for over 10 years now, and now we've decided we're going to try and get on with it and get it back on the road. It started out in our family as his uncle's first car.
Yes.
And he's moved on to better cars now, but we feel now's the time to get it up and running again.
Yes. So as you can see, it's a classic Mini City.
I think it's 1987. It's going to need a bit of work doing.
Yep.
As you can see, you probably can't see from there, but there's quite a bit of rust underneath here.
Just give it a little.
The engine's not run for a while. We've got a bit of an issue. There's a fuel leak. So one of the first things we need to do is make sure it runs. Once we've got it running, then we'll start assessing the bodywork. We'll go around and have a look, see where it's got a few holes. There's quite a bit of rust on the front end, so we're probably going to be replacing the wings, this panel here, and see where we end up. Right, as you can see, there's quite a bit of corrosion down the front. This panel, we've got a replacement one of these, so this is all going to go. We had two wings, but as it's sat for such a long time, one of the wings has since died, so we need to find another wing. But we have got one wing and a front panel. Obviously the bumpers are going to need replacing because they are a bit worse for wear. As we go around the side, the front rear part of the front wings on both sides are getting a bit tatty now. We've got these, I think, if I can remember. Both the seals, they've got built-in air conditioning, as you can see, so they're going to need replacing. You can see there's a lot of old Mini falling out of there, look. So this is, we'll probably start with the floor before we get too far into it. The rear corner of this side, not too bad. I mean, it's going to want a little bit of cleaning up. We're going to have to get some more of these city badges. Not sure where we're going to get them yet, but we'll work to that when we get some paint on it afterwards. We have one of the things we did do in lockdown is we cut the rear valance away, then finding out that we hadn't actually bought a rear valance, so we need to find one of those and then we can get that back on. Moving on to you.
Right, so as you can tell, the whole car is pretty rusty, a bit worse for wear. We're going to need a wheel arch extender here because it's gone. This door is a bit worse for wear now. It's not even got a mirror in it, but we've got two of those as a replacement. If we look inside, we've actually got a bit of a hole inside of here. You can literally see my hand coming up from underneath the carpet. Yeah, so it's not the best, but oh.
The roof's intact though.
Yeah, the roof is intact. Yeah, so hopefully we're going to fix it all up and get it back running again.
Right, so this is one of the first purchases we got years and years ago. Luckily I kept this inside the car, so it's in pristine shape. So that is going to replace that horrible crusty bit on the front. We have one wing. This is the one that survived. So we just need to get the driver's side wing. So that's good. Managed to get a nice grille from a friend recently. This is the old scratched up crusty one that we had before. I stripped this one down, give it a coat of paint behind. You can drill these individual parts off and clean it all up, rivet them back on, bit of paint, and it looks much better. So that, get the surrounds on it, that'll look lovely. These are the front parts, the rear parts of the wings for the front. So those are quite simple. They need to be replaced and welded on. Got two sets of seals. Bought an original set. The car's since got a little bit more corroded, so we needed a wider set. So we've got some wider seals here. And we have actually found in the car a few wheel arch extensions, but one of the chrome parts is missing. We'll probably get a set. and we've got a replacement door mirror for the driver's side. So it's a start, and we'll see where we get to, and then we'll have to go get some more shopping done before we go. All right, I can smell petrol. We have had a play around with it.
Yes.
We know there's no spark, but it's also got a petrol leak from the back of the carburetor, which I can see dripping out now. So we need to fix the fuel leak and work out why the spark's gone. So it probably wants a set of points and condenser, I should think.
Yep.
Which is going to be in here. Right, we've got the carburetor off. Fuel's leaking out of this part here, underneath the float chamber. So the float chamber is where the petrol goes in. It stores the petrol in this piece here, so for when you want to accelerate. So that pot would be full of fuel. And on the bottom of it, the bit that feeds the car to make it run, this pipe here runs across to the carburetor. What we found is this pipe isn't connected properly, so the fuel's leaking out of here. So we need to get, looks like we need another one of these to stop the fuel leaking. A new gasket, maybe a service kit, and then we'll get it back on the engine, and that should sort it.
Thank you guys for watching. We're looking to make a series out of this car of us fixing it back up and getting it back on the road, which should be good. It's a pretty good day today. We got it running again. However, there is still a fuel leak, so you have to tune in next week for what we're doing next week.
Well, I think we're going to have to strip this down. This is the carburetor, rectify the leak, probably change a few seals on it, get it back on the car. That should make it run properly again. So we'll have a running car, so we can then drive it in and out, and then we can start with bodywork and stuff.
Yeah.
So we're going to need to find a place to get the parts for it.
Yes.
First.
So thank you guys for watching, and tune in at another point when we've got our second video out.
See ya.